Hello, this is the Bracelet One Healer Tarot here on YouTube. I wanted to do a storyline reading on a young lady who murdered her baby. So it says baby dies after Dothan mom places the baby in trash compactor. So we have 18-year-old. I don't see her name so far. Okay, her name is Jakayla Williams, 18, gave birth to a baby boy at her house. Okay. I don't want to read all of this, but let's see. She's supposed to be taking the baby to the health center, but she didn't do that. Instead, she put the baby in the trash compactor. I guess August 13th. Something like that. Let me see. Not August 13th. No. Or whatever day it was. They got all these different dates down here. Let's see. Why did she throw her baby away when you can just give your baby to the fire department? I think they said if you can't handle your baby. Or tell somebody at the hospital or something. Or just leave the baby at the hospital if you have to with a note or something. Okay, let's see. Let's just see here. Let's just see. What's her problem, universe? Why did she feel a need to do this to the baby when she could have just left the baby at the hospital? Oh no, that's why she gave birth home. So if she went to the hospital, she could have left the baby and left a note and say I can't handle it or whatever. Or something. But I'm one to not make excuses. I used to make excuses for people. I used to make excuses for people when they do different things, but I don't do that anymore. I no longer make excuses for people. You deserve everything you get because that's just how it's supposed to be. Baby was just put in the garbage like the baby a piece of trash, a piece of old paper or something with no feelings. Okay? As far as I know, the baby was alive, but the baby died after this situation. So let's see, universe, what was wrong with this young lady? Why she treated her baby like trash and got rid of her baby like her baby was trash. What kind of home did she come from to feel like she couldn't have a baby or tell her parents about her baby or whatever's going on, or whatever man she was hooked on to didn't want a baby or whatever's going on here? I don't know. But anyway, let's just see, universe. You know all about it. Thank you, Lord. Used to do me in about children before, but now I have to let it go in one ear, think about it, let it simmer, and then let it go out the other ear, because it used to do me in when I hear about people harming children. I leave it to universe, God, to handle you, and I know that somebody out there, even if it's just God, loves the children. So, yeah, and I release myself. So, let's see, 5 jumping out. 5, and I gotta take some of these. Stop. Okay, that's a little bit more. That's all. I heard stop. That's a little bit, but okay. I'm gonna go with what God tell me. Let's just flow. These are healing of the soul cards. Healing of the souls when you hurt someone to the core or murder someone. Following. These are abuse cards when you abuse someone or somebody abused you. And she abused her baby for sure. When she threw her baby in the garbage. And she didn't murder her baby. Oh my goodness. Look what it says on the back. God is good. Look what it say on the back of this deck. Look what it say on the back of this deck. You tell me God don't know this young lady. Do you see what this card says? Parents should not walk away. Do you see what this card say? God know this lady. She put her baby in the garbage and walked away. Let's see what the other side says. Will I ever know who born me? No, the baby won't ever know who born the baby because she walked away and put her baby in the garbage. So the baby will never know because the baby died. Deep. Baby was feeling protected inside the mother's womb. But that was a book of lies. Look at this. Look at God. Or this young lady was feeling protected by somebody. Or feeling like the child's father would want her. Or something going on with her household. Whatever's going on. Or she could handle the baby. Whatever her mom was thinking. But it was a book of lies. Whatever it was. Look at this. Because she X'd out her baby. Look at this. Because she murdered her baby. Look at this card. God knew this girl. And it was a witness that saw her. Follow me. Next card is what? She needed to let go of destruction though. That was destructive what she did. Because she was holding on to a corrupt pain. Something from her father, her own parents, or whatever she is holding on to. Or just hurting from giving birth. Next one is what? Okay. She wanted her cup filled by this man. Whoever her guy was, this child's father. Or he wanted his cup filled. Usually the man wants his cup filled. So he want money, love, or romance. So I want to turn it around to her. She wanted her cup filled. Get what I'm saying? She wanted her emotions filled by a man, this child's father. She wanted love, time, or romance from a man. It says she need to look around the corners and pay attention to the details and flaws. So I'm going to turn it around. She was looking around the corner and paying attention to details and flaws to make sure nobody was around. Get my drift. Because it says right here that this is the gun card though. So I'm going to turn it around. She took her shot to wound, to damage, to destroy the baby. Or all this is toward that father, whoever he is. And this grossed her out because she gave birth home, I think they said, right? Let's just flow. He is God. Let me turn it around this way. Look at God. Now's the time for this young lady to apologize to her baby. To her baby and to the baby's father if he wanted his baby. I don't know if he wanted his baby or not. Because look, see, we dealing with some guy. The child's father, whoever it is. Why do she care about her ex? Whoever this child's father is. She need to be a soldier in this thing. She need to apologize to her baby. Because she murdered her baby. And God said it was insane. She owe an insane apology. She wasn't insane, but she owe an insane apology. This is a deep apology because it made no sense her murdering this baby. Because the baby didn't do anything to neither one of these people, the father or the mother. And now's the time God wanted out. You must be a soldier in it and do it. Because she discarded others, her baby. That's what she did, didn't she? She threw her baby in the garbage like her baby was a piece of trash. An old container of food. This is her. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not keeping this baby. So what she did, she threw the baby in the garbage. All about it. God don't want to hear nothing about. God don't want to. Look, she ain't had romance in a long time. She wanted some romance. She ain't had romance in a long time because she is pregnant. God don't care nothing about her love of life and her child's father. God don't care nothing about none of that. God care about this sweet baby. Maybe she is Sagittarius, her mother one. his mother one. Her baby was one. She act like one. Somebody act like one. Somebody got a Sagittarius mother or whatever, because it keep on popping up here and there. She wanted to checkmate maybe with her own mother. Who knows? Maybe just trying to get rid of the baby because she know that her mother wouldn't allow it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. She wanted her cup filled by this man, her child's father. I know that much. Okay, what is her name? What did I say her name was? I think her name is Williams, right? Let's just see, Miss Williams. I'm just going to say this sweet baby. I'm just going to call the baby sweet baby, because the baby wasn't given a name. Okay, her name is what? And I'm just going to call the child's father. Her name is Jakayla Williams, right? So I'm going to say Miss Williams. Okay. Stop tearing me down to build yourself up. Somebody need to filter their ways and stop tearing her down to build themselves up. And that would be the child's father, her own mother, or whoever it is, because she is being appreciating the house that was sufficient wherever she lived at. But she owed an insane apology, God says, and now's the time, because she murdered her baby. Because it says, why did she even care about her ex, the child's daddy? She need to be a soldier in this thing. Maybe he discarded her, right? And she said, I don't think so. You're not going to treat me this way. But she discarded her baby and threw her baby in the trash, right? Where she said, I don't think so. I'm not keeping your baby, or whatever she might have said. She is outside with limited light somewhere at a boardwalk area somewhere. So I don't know if her baby was a mixed baby, or if she just was dealing with somebody with some kind of racial problem. Because I see a racial card right there, so I'm saying it. Okay. I saw it. It's somewhere around here. But it says something went to the extreme where she said, no more, no way. And it was torment and it was hyped up. It could have been her being in labor or whatever. I don't know. Thursday morning, whatever Thursday morning, she going to get some kind of message from God. Wherever it come from. If it's the dog barking and it's going to make her think something. Whatever it is, the doorbell ringing. Whatever it is. Whatever it is a message that's going to teach her something. That life is about experiencing things in life, Miss Williams. Not about wasting of life and killing and murdering your baby. Because some kind of way, maybe your child's father asked you something. He said for what, or you said for what to whoever he is. Because somebody was watching, right? Or he was going to be watching. Or whatever's going on. He was going to be watching. Because he might have wanted you to get rid of your baby. I just don't know. Or he might don't have anything to do with it. I don't know yet. Right? As far as you getting rid of your baby. Or somebody was watching. Somebody saw you some kind of way. If it's the cameras. Where you live. I don't know if you have cameras. But where I live, it's cameras everywhere. You can't even scratch your behind. There's a camera that's watching you scratch your behind. I'm just being real about it. Where I live. Now, if you live in a city any kind of way, any cities, if it's like my city, it's cameras every which way. So if it's just the camera saw you, get my drift. Somebody saw you while you X the baby out. Because you was paying attention to the details and flaws and looking around the corner to make sure nobody was out there, right? Stepping out in the night light with a sage. You might have been a sage. Child's father might have been a sage. Somebody was acting like a sage or whatever was going on. Nightlight. At nighttime. You was wondering, do he really even care about you? Your child's father? Here's God right here talking to you. When you don't when you don't let go of your past, refuse your past and let it go, whatever it was, you refuse the future that God is ushering into you. God giving you something new and bright and good. But you keep hauling in the trash and the old stuff from back then, the junk, the burdens. You won't let them go. So you can't get whatever new. You can't see what God got coming because you won't let go of the wagon, the trunk loads of junk and burdens that you got back there. So if it was over with you and your child's father, you should have left them back there in the dust. But you didn't. Instead, you threw your baby in the dust, in the trash. If he asked you right now to take him back, I bet you would take him back. I'd put $1 million on the table if I had it. I bet you would take him back. But you ain't give your baby a chance. Okay? You're not functioning as a human. Being dysfunctional here, holding on to somebody who don't want you and getting rid of your baby, your blood. That's your blood. Okay? No man is worth your blood. Okay? God said no more minor crutches. God knew you were strong. God know you strong. You're not insane or anything with this card. You wanted a united front with that man of yours, your child's father. He insinuated something sharp words or you did to him. Maybe it was a fuss. I don't know. But right here, you had to see it now for what it is. It ain't like it used to be. You still want it to be like it was. But it's a new day. Get what I'm saying? Last month it could have been where y'all's fine. This month he might don't want you. You had to see it for what it is now. Look at the card. You still want it to be like it was. It's not like it was. You want some romance? You wasn't having no romance because you was pregnant. Okay? He plucked you. And you felt like he was a turncoat because maybe he let you go because you was pregnant. I don't know what was going on between you and your person. Follow me? But you wanted to pluck the baby. Follow me? The baby wasn't a turncoat. You wanted to pluck the baby maybe because the father didn't want you anymore. Baby ain't doing nothing to you but just try to get out of your belly. Okay? God says, do you have burdens? And you had burdens holding on to that guy. Or you looked at the baby as a burden. Follow me? God said you had to do things the right ways. Use birth control if you don't want children. That's the right ways. Here you are. You walked away from your baby. This was the card that was underneath on top when I pulled out the deck. God knew you, Miss Williams. Parents should not walk away. You threw your baby in the garbage and walked away. Like your baby was an old container of chicken bones or something. Will I ever know who born me? No, the baby will never know who born the baby. You didn't give baby the chance to even open the baby eyes probably to even see your face. So no, the baby will never know who born the baby. And that's sad. You was feeling protected maybe, thinking that maybe being pregnant you can hold on to this guy or that he's going to be there or whatever, but it ain't go that way. It was a book of lies. Well, the baby was feeling protected because the baby was inside your stomach. And once the baby come out, the baby don't know nothing but to feel protected by whoever the mother is. But that was a book of lies because you was everything but that. I love children to the core. And I don't like to hear nobody hurting children. You're annoyed by the pandemic. If not by the pandemic, you're annoyed because maybe whoever your guy is, your child's father, he had more than one woman or running around or whatever maybe, if it's not the pandemic. Okay? You had to make the changes necessary to make your life better. Or you was going to make changes necessary and that was get rid of your baby. Or he might didn't want the baby and you might figure, well, let me do what he say, he don't want the baby. I don't know. Say, I don't know if he wanted the baby or if he didn't. Only you know. Because it could be where he didn't want the baby. And that's what you did. That's because he didn't want the baby. And they would have him. You had to get rid of the baby. Or you got rid of the baby because you was mad with him because he didn't want you no more. Or you got rid of the baby because your parents wasn't going to allow you to have a baby. Or whatever reasons you know. Only you know why you got rid of your baby. Do you play a part? It says, do you play ball with your life in the best ways? You didn't. Okay. We have right here that Your baby wanted you to bring an emotional love your baby needed, because the baby depends on a mother. You are the lifeline while they inside and while they outside. It was intense madness for the baby, because coming out is madness already for the baby. That's trauma. But then you throwing a baby in, or whatever you did inside, or what all this stuff was all over the baby and everything, that was trauma. That was madness. No milk, no care, no warmth. In there were bugs, probably flies, or whatever was in there. I don't know what was in there. You didn't bring an emotional love your baby needed. You can't be, you gotta get what you deserve, miss. Your loved ones would not want you to be depressed. Start to live your life again. So this would have to be for the father, if he didn't have anything to do with you getting rid of your baby. This would be for him if he wanted his baby and you killed his baby because he didn't want you no more. So this would be for him. Or your family members or somebody like that. It can't be yours though. Okay? You saw things clear, and here's the supernatural right here. The supernatural mean a vision, an epiphany, or the death, right? Your mind said what it said, and you did what you did. Okay, so we have right here, you need to let go of the corrupt pain. Let go. I mean, you was holding on to a corrupt pain, maybe, that you was hurting from having a baby, or this man didn't want you anymore, or your mother didn't say you couldn't live there no more with the baby, or whatever stuff was going on with you. You had to let go of destruction. Okay, so some kind of way you was dealing with some kind of racial abuse you was going to seek justice for. Whatever that was at the hospital, or wherever this is, or in jail, or whatever this is, or if your child's father is another race, or whatever this is, I don't know, with the racial abuse. Okay, we have right here that a gun card is when a gun is pulled on you, a gun pulled on you, you wounded from a gun, or you shot by a gun. But right now we talking about, I don't know if your child's father was murdered. Follow me? I don't know if your child's father was murdered. I don't know if your child's father was murdered and you saw your child's father murdered, get killed over there, and you didn't want your baby because of that. I can go different ways with this because it's a gun card. Or you just took your shot, tore your baby down, wounded your baby, and murdered your baby. And it grossed you out, maybe just having your baby. We can take it all kind of ways. You could have been a witness to seeing your child's father die, anything like that. I don't know if you're alive or not. You was willing to do something because of fear and force. So you was willing to do something because of fear and force. Only thing I can see you doing is murdering your baby. So what was you fearful of to go throw your baby in the trash? And what forced you to put your baby in the trash? Why? Who told you to do that? Why was you forced? Okay, you was nervous because you didn't want you seemed like you didn't want to lose your job. You didn't want somebody to wash their hands on you, or you didn't want to lose your job. What do you mean you didn't want to lose your job? Or you didn't want to lose somebody, but... Okay, let's see. Money was pending from the person or you. You needed to bend forward on things. You was a caterpillar, and you was gonna bend forward on things, or God told you to do that. So God says that you was the light for the baby, though. At that time, you was the light. So I don't know if you lost your baby. I don't know if you was trying to get help, aid, or whatever, and you wasn't getting no help or whatever. and you felt like you was going to murder your baby because you wasn't getting no kind of help from social services or somewhere, or the child's father or whatever, and you ain't want to lose your job or something like that, or you want to hold on to the child's father and he ain't want the baby, so you got rid of your baby because of that, or you could have felt you couldn't afford your baby. God said you was the light to your baby. You was the light. You was the sunshine, the light. You was the lifeline for your baby. You was. But then God saying, this is my God. I'm the light to express out to any of you. Mention us. And I'm talking for the babies now. Stop killing. Stop killing them because of your selfishness. Because you feel you don't have enough money. Because the daddy don't want you. Because you need your job. You got to go to work and you don't have nobody to babysit. Because your mother said you can't live there. Or whatever stupid reasons that people be killing the babies for. Stop killing the babies. I'm talking for the babies. It's the babies. All the babies have been murdered from abortions. Every day is abortions going on. A lot of babies' lives are taken away as far as abortion. And it's not really fair that their life is snatched. But you got your life sitting here, but their lives are snatched. If you think back, I want to leave you with this, any of you ladies. I'm talking to women or men, because some men, you want the ladies to get an abortion because you selfish for whatever reasons. You got a girlfriend, you got a woman, you got a wife, and you don't want a new baby born. You don't want your wife, no kind of stupid stuff. Keep your zipper up. Keep your zipper up. You don't have to worry about that. Use protection. You ain't got to worry about that. And for you ladies who go ahead and do stuff without protection, you already know. You're trying to trap that man. If you ain't trying to trap that man, you just want a baby. If a man say he don't want a baby, newsflash, ladies, stop having babies by a man that say he don't want a child. If he use protection or not, you know he don't want a child. You better use protection because you're going to be over there struggling trying to take care of the baby alone. Then the baby is the only one going to suffer. But I'm saying to you ladies who having these abortions, if your mother decided back then that she didn't want you, you wouldn't be here looking at me today. Think about that. I want to bring that back to anybody because this kind of storyline drags me to abortion. Anything like this. Because this baby was just born. This baby eyes probably didn't even get a chance to open. And she done threw the baby in the garbage. Baby didn't know. Will I ever know who born me? No, the baby wasn't going to know who born the baby because the baby eyes didn't even get a chance to open. Because we talking about she just had the baby, they said, in the house. And she done went out or wherever she went and threw the baby in the garbage. Baby eyes still shut. So the baby didn't get a chance to even see who born the baby into the world. For the baby to have breath out here. She just took everything from the baby. The baby didn't do anything to her. So if your mother decided back then to abort you, you wouldn't be here today with your family, with your children, with your new car, your new house, whatever you got, you enjoying. If your mother decided to get rid of you back there. Think about that when you decide to get rid of a baby that's inside your stomach. Remember me, the brass loved one. Think about that. Back then, your mother didn't get rid of you. She said, no, I'm going to have my baby. No matter what's going on in my life, I'm going to have my baby. I'm glad my mother didn't get rid of me. My mother had 8 children and she lost some. But my mother had 8 children. But really, 9 of them lived. But my little sister died some kind of way, 7 months or whenever it was. But anyway, my mother had 8 living children actually survived. That survived. So they wasn't into killing their kids, seemed like. Everybody want to just get rid of their kids. Oh, because he don't want me no more. Let me just get rid of the baby. Oh, I got pregnant. Let me just get rid of the baby. You got a baby inside. They say, oh, it's an embryo, whatever they be saying. It ain't a fetus yet and all this nonsense. If they say you pregnant, you pregnant. If they say you pregnant, you pregnant. I don't care what part of the baby there. If they say you pregnant, you pregnant. That mean baby. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how they dress it up. Oh, it's not a baby yet. Well, if it ain't a baby yet, why are you saying a person pregnant? Pregnant mean that I'm having a baby. That's what it means to me. But what I want to say to you ladies, think about back then, your mother didn't get rid of you. If your mother would have got rid of you, you wouldn't be enjoying your life right now with your cell phone, all the fun you having, all the men you being with, or whatever you doing. Get my drift. Stop getting rid of these babies because a man don't want you and all these sorry reasons. Because your mother decided to have you. No matter what was going on in her life, you have no idea what your mother might have been going through. But she still had you. She didn't take it out on you. She loved you to the core to let you see this earth, to breathe God's fresh air. So why won't you let your baby? This the Brass Love One.